Just arrived in the new Ing Lodge, and you can't really see it from this room, but there are lots of things that give me the impression this is an extremely old house that they've tastefully redecorated. So, beams in the ceiling, the door, which I don't know whether you can see it in this picture, but it is very small, and that's typical of very old houses. Look at that. Yes, and that was a fireplace, but they've filled it in. And they've got a sort of leisure area at the back with barbecue tables and a sort of playground up there, I think, for kiddies. And a lovely tree in the neighbour's garden. And it is... the weather's fine now, but it was raining very heavily a short time ago, and she mentioned it, so it passed over here and then hit me on the motorway on the way up. So yes, fine at the moment. I'll take a stroll down to the pub in an hour's time. Got a table booked and bathroom and everything. Yes, very nice. Adequate.
Now it's only 2 days and that's full time. What's the is he just doing the
Leek and bacon hot pot. Let's see what it's like. So here's my brekkie, and I'm sitting in a rather isolating lounge and dining room, ready to start. So starting out on my new section of the coast to coast walk, and here's an ancient little village called Alton, forgotten by time and everybody else, in the middle of nowhere, with some very old looking farm buildings, and would you believe it, a bit of sunshine, my goodness. Well, according to the forecast, I now have 2 days of either sunshine or intermittent cloud and sun, no rain until Wednesday, at which time I probably jump in a taxi. So, here we go. Look at this little tiny bridge. This is probably the original bridge that horses and carts would go over. This is the road bridge, which is newer, but also looks very old. Isn't it quaint? And here the birds, same as Dubai crows. So, let's think. Probably need to go this way, otherwise I can't get over the little river again. There's one here and one here, one here and one here. 2 rivers. Well, rivers are, they're brooks. Escarpments, hills, lots of sheep, farmhouse. Typical Dales. Well, the sun's shining. I had about an hour of rain and hail on the top, but now I've come down into the valley. But I think the weather simply moved over. It's gone further eastwards, I think. This here is, if you can see it behind the tree, a prehistoric settlement. Unexcavated, but it's quite clear that there is something there. And this lovely idyllic brook, look at it. This seems to be a meeting point because I've just seen 3 people. I think it's the first 3 people I've seen today, apart from 2 men on cross-country, those 4-wheel drive things that you used to, and they were herding bulls or cows. That was a funny sight, but it was just raining and hailing so hard I couldn't take my camera out to take a picture. I would have liked to. Isn't this lovely, eh? What do you say to this? Georgian house. I'll show you downstairs later on, with a nice slightly Georgian bedroom, nice furniture, the stuff I always like, wood. And this is the centre of town. I'm looking out over the centre of town. Yeah, very nice, look at it. Very comfortable, but now I'm absolutely wet through, so the first thing I have to do is go and have a shower. So this is the bathroom. And as you see, the bathroom is as delightful as the living room. And quite honestly, I couldn't pull myself away. I didn't intend to have a bath. I started to have a shower, but it just felt so nice being in the hot water. I turned it into a bath and lay there for 20 minutes. And this is the entrance hall. Look at this. Look at the lovely woodwork. And the ancient fireplace. Beams, wooden cupboards, wooden stairs. Very tasteful. Wooden door. Yes, truly Georgian. Lovely little river, and I think this is what's called Frank's Bridge. Maybe Frank's Bridge is another one. Let me have a look. Yes, this is the one. This is it, Frank's Bridge. Supposed to be named after a brewery owner in the 18th century. That's it. This is the second most important historical construction in Kirkby Stephen. So there you go. Can you hear the birds in the background? Frank's Bridge. Good morning, by the way, on the edge of Kirkby Stephen. Lovely little stream. You see so many of like this and little bridges like this. And to be frank, it doesn't look promising. Yesterday looked very promising and then I got drenched. Today doesn't look promising. There's apparently going to be a wind, but apart from that it's going to be bright. But it does look like rain, I have to say. Well, we'll see, and this time I won't make the same mistake. I'll start off by putting my poncho on. Funny thing is, although it's so dull, it's so warm, I feel like taking my jacket off already. Let's see what happens. Look at this, lovely yellow gorse. I do love gorse. Lovely, as far as the eye can see, yellow, yellow, yellow. Look at this. Have a look at this here. That's a very odd formation. It's almost as if it's falling into the valley. It's precipitous, it's straight up, straight down, that cliff edge there, and it seems to be collapsing, doesn't it? Still very good views, lovely sunshine, but the weather's closing in. There's a cloud over the top of me, and could rain. Let's see. Look at this. This is funny. A little one-room house in the middle of nowhere. And it does actually look as if, I mean, there's no proper door or window, but it does look as if it's in use. You know, it's flattened on the outside as if cars had been there or people had been there. And it's really in the middle of nowhere. Let's see if my book has anything about it. So here I am, bright and airy, in Keld. I've just arrived. My taxi's going to come in 5 minutes' time to take me back to the car. Yes, and nice view out of the window. And you might get the impression it's a nice weather day, but it was spotting again and again all day long. But no torrential downpour like yesterday, so I'm okay. And red pillar box, telephone box, and I tell you what, I bet it doesn't work. Most of them don't, they're just for decoration. Oh, and a bus stop. I wonder what bus stop's here. This is the middle of nowhere. I don't think you'll receive this video for some time until I get somewhere where there's a signal.